Good evening. I'm live. Well, yeah, I think I'm live. Well, to see who's coming in, I just got a flash from the California Citizens Watch, Part 2 of the ABC News San Diego with Allison Ash and that gray-bearded old guy who thinks that we're not real reporters. Yeah. Hey, we have 2 people in here. Whoop, whoop. As I was just saying, I just got a flash from California Citizens Watch, Part 2 of the ABC Channel 7's report they had yesterday. Is on again. Howdy, Patrick. Let me turn down my music. I can play this music. This is my music. I wrote it. I think this was called Little Girl. I don't even know if you can have it. Hey, OC, what's up? Can you guys hear the music? I just don't want it to be too loud. Hi, Ladybird. Hey, Dave, what you doing? I like hearing music. I just want to make sure this isn't too loud or interfering. Great dude, how you doing? Hey, Brian King was asking about you earlier. I don't think he's seen you in a day or two. I think he missed you. You like that music? I wrote it. I'm talented. And I'm humble. Okay, cool. And that song's called Little Girl. I wrote it for my little dog when I got her. She's playful like that. So we have 6 people in here. We have Patrick, David Brown, Lady Bird, OC, Gray Dude, and the silent one. Actually, the music I write is all over the board. Goes from country, country rock, country fusion, dubstep, and even. I got a mix of everything. I'm quite eclectic with music. And it's hard to hear my own music with the headphones on, right? So I have to turn it up a little bit. The only reason I have headphones on is if somebody comes in here and starts talking. Oh, I got some new toys today. Let's see. Where's it? Oh. Got this. This is a charger for my phone. All right, the iPhone 7. Now that has, I could play YouTube or go live for probably 3 hours with that. But this will charge that up 8 times. and it came with a little handy dandy. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Way back over there. Little handy dandy toy that comes with it. The summertime when it comes hot, it gets really hot. Got a fan. Sit out in the hot sun and cool myself off. The fan, I think we calculated will last 8 days on this thing. Maybe 9. And it's solar power too, so I can charge up the sun. So I now have staying power, so when I go out there and do a live stream, I can do a live stream forever. Which is cool. I think I got the same kind of I'm copying Cybertron. I have yet to get him into this room. Right? So I can stand out there in the heat, and the cops could ask me all sorts of questions, which I'm not going to answer. And I'll just, well, they're sitting there getting hotter and hotter. It'll work. Double duty. It'll look cool, too. Tell me more, people. You'll hear the fan in the background. I am in New York. This is upstate New York. It's halfway between Rochester, which is, all right, Buffalo is, if you look at New York, it looks like a shoe. Buffalo would be the toe. Rochester is coming up the inline lace part, right back to Lake Ontario. And Syracuse is a little bit southeast of that, going inland towards the hill where New York City is way over here. We're nowhere near New York City. Cybertron. Oh, geez, for him to come up here from where he is, I believe it's going to be 14 hours, 16 hours straight driving. Nobody's near me. I'm in virgin territory up here. Well, I got upstate New York. He's over in Troy. That's about 200 miles east. I have Dave King, though, and he's over in Rochester. And that's actually Dave King. I get to Dave's place in probably 20 minutes. I know right where he lives. I got a couple friends that live right in the same place where he lives. So I know people everywhere. I do. That's why I can say I gotta be careful up there because everybody knows me. Oh, no shit. I know where Watertown is. I had a girlfriend up there I was going to see. I think you were hour and a half at the most away from me. Hey, you get a lot of snow up there too, don't you, Dave? Post a link. Hey, yeah. I don't think I got the links turned off for anybody. Oh, well, maybe I do. Here, we'll fix that. Oh, see? There. Now you can post a link. Oh, Ladybird. Good grief. Why don't I have you as a mod either? Here, you get a wrench. You get a wrench. Dave, you're from New York. You get a wrench. We're going to have another wrench party room for everybody. You want me to play that for you? Hold on. Take him to Detroit. Oh. I know that one. Nyard. Oh, you get a wrench too. However, people, let them talk. Let the trolls come in here, and if you don't like them, what you can do is personally, if I don't want to hear somebody go on and on about stupid stuff, just what is it? Block them, I think. Hide user on this channel. That way, it's not shown on your channel, or you don't see what I'm talking. But if they do something like a death threat to me, that I could definitely take a picture of it and report it. You know. Newark, New York. That is right next to where I did my audit in Lyons. About 5 miles away. Yes, I plan on doing down the road a audit of the Newark Police Department. They are not very good. There's a post office in Newark, but you can't access going around behind to take pictures of. It actually is sealed in behind stuff. And that. But the smaller towns like Palmyra, which is right next to Newark, you got Lyons, then Newark, then Palmyra. That one has a great post office. Horrible police department too. Town clowns. They're the best to pick on. Get them coming out, not knowing the law. And this time, I'll probably be taking, when I go back, do the second one, I'll probably take Brian King with me. I know Davey V. I know him very well. I worked right there in Brighton, where Davey V is from, where he did the audits and stuff. And he actually did a stop at it was actually a gas station right next to where I was working. I just happened to go out there and I saw him out there, and I had watched him here. So I was like, no shit, there's Davey. So he was doing it. I stayed back, and he was pretty much, the cops went away, and he was just telling them, you guys are. And I go up, Davey, I shook his hand. Hey, how you doing? And I followed him for a while, but then he stopped for a few months. More than likely, eventually, Dave, I will be coming up there. I will. They'll get to know me around here real fast. They'll get to behave real fast around here. Oh, at least they will with me. Somebody else goes right behind me in some of these places. They may change. And it's with the auditors going out there. They get to know the auditor. They go, oh crap! No, just don't say anything. He'll go away, and then you think they're behaving. But somebody else that comes in that they're not used to trying to do the same thing, then most likely they're going to fall back into the same old thing. It's more like you got to take the power away from some people, and you got to educate some other people. You just got to know which are which. I know where Ogdensburg is too. Oh, geez, we'll get a mass audit going up there. Yeah, eventually. Again, you know how it is. You burn out the ones who are nearby, and then you have to go further and further and further away as you go. Well, again, everybody thinks you're going to make lots of money on this, and you're not. Mm-mm. Unless all of a sudden I found somebody. Actually, I do know a couple people. If I told them about this, they're like, "Oh shit, here, I'll send you some money." I should. I should. I got a couple of acquainting friends from some games that live up in Buffalo that I know. Have them fund it, you know. Yeah. Good. I gotta go back and see some more. Again, I found so many otters. I know 99% of you. All right, but sometimes they get confused. So now, Dave, how many places have you covered up there already? Are they getting to know you too? We're gonna have to find a place between Troy and you guys, and then me, and then Brian King over here. That's probably just gonna leave Albany because I think we're all around Albany, the state capital. We'll just work our way into it. How about that? Well, actually, that could be great. We could all plan, all of us in New York, we could all plan a mass audit at once of Albany. We'll hit them all the places at the same time. What's going on? I don't know what's going on with the drama between auditors and that because I'm just trying to help the auditors in what I see. If I see an auditor going live, right, I don't care who he is. He's a person. I will be following him and watching, make sure that they don't a witness for him, basically. All right. If you look at my description in this video, there's a whole long list from A to Z of a whole bunch of auditors. That's all the ones I could fit in there. I got upstate New York's in there. I should have most everybody in there, but no, I got 2/3 of the list I have, and that's all I can fit in there. Right. Again, I when I started out with this, I didn't think I was doing much. I was just watching, and I would help and call in, and I know you're not supposed to call in because the auditors or the person that's doing the audit is telling you to call in. They can't tell you not to call in, and that's what I say. As a matter of fact, when Mexican Padilla was picked up the second time on the interference charge, I called them back. Hey, man, I don't like the guy. So if I keep calling and calling and calling, are you going to go arrest him again for me harassing you and blaming it on him? You know. Now, if Furry ever showed up in this chat, I think she's going to be an automatic moderator too. I already chose a whole bunch, to be moderators. So, but yeah, Dave, could look forward to that. I'm not. I just did one. I did one. However, I had 3 police districts coming out on me, 7 cars deep, and if you time it, I don't even think I was in that post office 3 minutes. I started off with a good conversation with the guy. When I turned around, and he saw that phone was taking pictures, or the phone was held like this. He just like went "Dang!" and freaked out, and then reached for my camera. That's where I freak out. When somebody reaches for me like that, I have instinct to do something else. And usually it's breaking the arm, taking him down. But boy, and New Jersey's not any better. Up here north again, most of Texas, California, some of Colorado, that they're starting to get the idea of what's going on. Well, this is too loud. Not my song. Why are you not playing my song? Wait a minute. Oh, all right. We'll play this one. I can even turn this one up. It's a good one. Scared as hell. I walked out because it's like I could tell my talking wasn't coming out right. I wanted to start yelling. It's like, no, I can't do that. I'll just go out. But that adrenaline just wouldn't calm down. And then I did think I had it under control, but when I turned around, I thought it was just the sheriff coming by. When I walked by, I saw one sheriff go by me. So then I'm looking at my camera, changing it back to the screen, and another sheriff went by me. So, all right, well, it's just sheriff back up. There's another sheriff. So I walk across I wanted them to follow me. Walk over to the parking lot. Or I'm sorry, to the park. And I look straight across the park. There is a state trooper over there. The town cop is at the end of the park here. It's like, wow, I'm freaking surrounded. Well, I'm not just going to walk right straight all over. I'm just going to turn around and look right back at the post office. You know, and the whole thing, I wanted to keep the post office in the background in case little man came out. But no, he had to run back in scared. Actually, I'm giving out wrenches to a bunch of the ones that have been following a whole bunch. Like Furry. Come on. Should auto give Furry a wrench, Ken? God. If Black Label came in here, should he not have a wrench? Of course he should. If James Freeman came in here, should he have a wrench? Of course he should. See, I picked a whole bunch of people. Oh, somebody's trying to call me now. Nope, thank you. Not taking any calls. It's too late. I went to bed. Hey, Blue Ghost, how you doing? Now, oh, yeah, another good thing about the Hangout, if nobody knows from last night, if I send you a link here, you can come in here with your camera and mic and join me right here in live. Oh, they've been vetted. They were vetted. I live way out by Soda's Point. So if worst comes to worst, I could hop in a boat and go to Canada because the lake's right here. Yes, OC was vetted. Actually, they probably would catch me in a boat. Should I build a submarine and then sub over to Canada? I don't think the Coast Guard here is equipped with depth charges. I'll have to look that up. All right, here, Ken, hold on. There you go. You get a wrench. Blue Ghost gets a wrench. We're gonna have another chat with everybody gets a wrench. That we know who the trolls are because they come in without a wrench. Ken, you are special. Didn't you tell me you wear a helmet? I'm just saying. No, I'm not doing Oprah. I refuse to do Oprah. Oh, Frank shot. Oh, geez, there you are. Of course you get a wrench. Now the thing is, all you moderators, don't block nothing. I mean, you can individually block them so you don't see them if it's offensive, right? But again, gotta have, oh, geez, common sense. It's a wrench party. It's wrenching. No problem, Fat Chat. So, like I said, if anybody clicks on this link and you had a camera and what works best is a headset and a microphone. All right. Or if you can balance your sound between your speakers and your microphone so they don't get a feedback. Okay. You could actually come in here with your camera and microphone. Now, if you're ugly like me, however, I got to show my camera. You can turn your camera off. Is you were wrenched? I told you it was wrenching. Okay, yard. Let me click on that. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. I clicked the wrong one. This. Hold on. I actually think I could present this to everybody so everybody can see this at the same time. I'm going to turn off this. There. All right. I got to do this so you can hear it. I'm assuming you are seeing a picture of Furry. Yeah, okay. Until I fix my sound, I got to do it this way.
Hey everybody. I know you haven't been in a while. I want to say thank you to everybody. I'm very close to being halfway there to the goal.
And that's out. Oh, I have to stop the sharing. What goes to the next one? There. And back to me. Oh, good grief. Now I went straight to. Ow. There. Sorry. I'm still getting the hang of this because I've been out doing it for 6 months. If mostly Furry is, how do you say, overwhelmed with how much support she's getting. Of course, she needs more. She needs a lot. She's halfway there on her lawyer fees and that, but she wouldn't be even that way without us. And sometimes when people that you don't even know come out and help, even $1 each, you know, it's sometimes it's just overwhelming. It's not, and sometimes it's not that they're sad. It's just like they're just like amazed that many people have her back. Happy tears. Oh. But again, this does take a toll on you. If you're out there and you, again, not doing it for yourself, we're not out there and they're not out there for the money. I'll tell you that right now. Um, again, I've been where I've had lots and lots of videos out for a long, long time. And well, you know how much you make on a video, what you used to make, it's not what you used to make. It used to be $1.50 for every 1,000 views after you were monetized. Now it's 1/4 of that. And it takes almost 6 months after you reach the targets that you're supposed to be reviewed. And then they put you on a list of PG rating of where you should be. If you are way over here and almost to X-rated land, you're not going to get much money. If you're in the most PC area where a lot of the advertisers want to be attached to you, and that, then you're going to make a lot more money. Where these auditings show up is right about PG-13. Some of them go, okay, Southside Johnny, okay, it goes R, but you basically know what I mean. Gee, I wish I could somebody come on here with me. It's boring. Like the 5 O's, they all get together. It's great. You got a whole bunch of them you can bounce off of, but they have to share one laptop and one couch and a dog. Yeah, you won't get anybody for 24 views. I've been there too. Now, there's other ways to do it too. To get extra money when you're doing this, you have to put it out in a lot of different platforms, a lot of different places for a lot of different people to see. But YouTube is the best for getting grouped viewing. If you go to DTube, you may have, well, random viewers that are just going around trying to find auditors randomly off of links from other auditors. Eventually, you're going to get there, but it's going to take you a while. There is no links like that get you that say, "Hey, you saw this. Maybe you would like to see these auditors." Yeah, there's a whole bunch of places that you can put it out there. A lot of places on YouTube now are taking and putting a little mini vid. If you want to see the real video, go there. And they're using a bunch of different platforms. Some of them are even using Pornhub. Not for porn either, just for regular stuff. Because they like guns. Anything about guns and that on YouTube, you're going to have a big problem even getting monetized, let alone keeping it on. Okay. Well, another problem with DTube is you have to join and stream it itself, which is the back. I'm sorry, streaming is the front side of DTube. It's where you have your forums and links like you would have in Reddit. You know, say, hey, I just saw this. Go check it out in Reddit. And other people would remark on it and this and that. Or other people would ask questions. Where do I find this? Oh, hey, I found this over here at this link. And a lot of people in Reddit do it that way. Well, Steven's the same way. And they send all their links to DTube, which is the backside. So you have to be approved by Steemit first to be part of the Steemit community to even download videos into DTube. That VK too, but again, you have a limit of how many you can. In other words, if you get say 2,000 videos out there, and that's going to be your limit, you have to start deleting videos. Even if it's an old video, you have basically go through your collection, find out what was that nobody really wanted to watch, and get rid of it. Yep, Pornhub does but it's not. It's for fishers, people who fish. Yeah, YouTube, you get a lot of fishing fishing expeditions looking for auditors and that. But other people are putting links back to YouTube or other places too, and especially if your videos are getting taken down or taken away by YouTube, they also have them at these other sites. So if they take it down from YouTube, you put up another one immediately on YouTube saying, original one was taken down, but you can go to DTube and find it here now. And that slaps them right back in the face for taking it down in the first place. Plus, it also backs up what you have. And I'm not just saying DTube. There's other places saying they took it down and go to Pornhub. Is there? Right, Larry Flint. And he's like, damn it. My wife caught me with that magazine. Now she's going to sue me. All because you put it out. It's the magazine's fault. I beat off in the bathroom with my secretary. Yeah. Well, again, I'm also part of the YouTube union with Jorg Sprague. I don't know if any of you know who Jorg Sprague is. If you want to know who Jorg Sprague is, he has the Slingshot channel on YouTube. You should hear it soft and low in the ear. It's really good that way. I hate my regular voice though, Friendship. That's it's just it sounds so boring, nasally, doesn't have any distinction. Good evening, Belle. How you doing? Oh, Belle doesn't have a wrench. Jeez. Hey, if I get Cybertron to come in here, I'm not going to give him a wrench. Everybody's got a wrench for me. Gematria. No, I've never heard of Gematria. Tell me about Gematria. Tell you what, click that link and come on in here and tell us about Gematria. I do have good hands. Actually, I lived in North Carolina for a year, and I became North Carolinian. I didn't say up here. You say Chitlins down there, Chitterlings. However, with the twang, Chitlins. Joe, man, ain't nothing better than chilling down there in South. Oh, man, oh, it, what? I didn't do it. Larry King. Oh God, he was horrible. I mean, okay, he tried to be as middle of the road as possible. This is true, and he always wanted to listen to what everybody was said. But sometimes he came out with some zingers. And Patrick's still trolling. That's why you don't have a wrench, Patrick. Oh, all right, I'll be nice. At News Now Canuck, you get one too. I'm giving these wrenches out with my heart to all of you. So I guess you could say it's heart wrenching. Oh, all right. Fine. You get a wrench too. Now I'm just going, who to give that wrench to? The mathematical code to the universe. Are you talking about the spiral? Okay, I've heard of that. But a numerical code. Common sense. Look next to your name. Right, but you forgot. When was zero invented, Tyler? See, originally when they came up with the mathematical code of things, it was before zero was invented. It's come up in so many sci-fis all the time. They go to do the calculations and they go, does it add up? Does it add up? All right, take away the zero, now do it. Oh, Grandma Basak would come up with the same number though. And that's two different things. KRAM of Basak, BESAK or BESAT would be the same numerical number, but it's a different name. So therefore, you could come up with more than one answer for 666. There's the problem. 010101. That equals 2, 10, 42. That's right. Very good, Fredchat. The first zero is a 1. The second one, which is a 1, is actually worth 2. The third one is worth 4. The fourth one is worth 8. The fifth one is worth 16. Then 32 is 64. So you take up the ones, add them up in those columns, put them together, and that's your number. No, there's no 2s in binary. Unless you were drinking and seeing double, Diord. Well, then again, maybe. There you go. An octodecimal, entodecimal. And my coffee's gone. I need another cup. 606. I would even that out to just 69. Oh, we're going mathematics, and there's no math allowed in this. Even in my old show, I said, nope, no math's allowed. Because once you start getting me out doing mathematical crap, I'm done. So I'm not even looking at those numbers. You done? Oh, God, somebody. Wait a minute, Bell. Don't you understand 420 yet? And we all know 187 is what cops like to do. I like to 187 to 420, but kill the hell out of Barley. Ha ha ha. So my goodness, I'm up to 18 viewers. That's a record. My teacher once came up and says, "Do you know what 1 and 4 is?" I said, "Yes, 2 numbers." I was right. I've not heard of Santos Bonacci. Unless he's one of the mobsters that was shot in East Rochester. I did, Bell. Well, down the road, again, I'm doing this nightly right now to get as many people in here to know how the hangout works and to know that they can come in if they want to, and they can have their cameras going, or they can be here in the mic and they can actually turn the camera off like this, and their picture will be in the background, of course. But they could still be here just like you would call in without worrying about doing the call in. Now, say Black Label came in here also, and he had a call in going. He could keep the call in going while he was on here, and we probably would all just be quiet and let him talk to whoever the caller is that's calling in. Or somebody could call in Black Label to ask, "Hey, Munkay, blah, blah, blah," and have Munkay answer. or me, or whoever else is here at the time. So doing this way got real popular for a show in a group I did before for the last bunch of years. And obviously, I'm going to be here for a bunch of years until things change. That's going to happen real fast. Listen, no, but I'll be here with you guys, watching everybody's back as often as I can. Okay, I got a feeling that Gematria is going to come back to this topic. I know of again under another name, but I can't think of it right now unless I look it up now. I say, oh, yep, that I know it. At Santos Bonacci. That sounds like a Mexican Italian band. Joe, we got Santos and we got Bonacci. I guess. Well, I'm surprised that Sasquatch hasn't come in because he went off and he tried working on his own. And after I signed off, I saw he was still on his Hangouts working on it, and I got in there, but I don't think he has figured out how to put the chat and split the chat and everything. But and he went off on his own. I couldn't. I figured he might stop in tonight, so I could tell him that too. But I don't think I could forget Santos Bonacci now. A Spanish Italian guy. Never heard of it. Even though Spain is right well around the corner from Spanish Italian. Look, he's wearing a little hat with little balls around it, going around making spaghetti. Oh, hey, Tyler. I used to live in Australia for 3 months a year for about 3 years. I don't drink. I don't like it. I used to drink when I was younger, but every time I drank, I fell down. So I didn't like falling down. And I don't like losing control. I don't like feeling where I can't move around, or walk from here to there without breaking the chair, the table, the lamp, the refrigerator, and squishing the dog. And I can't figure out. No, don't want to do that. Oh, and also, I if somebody comes up and there's a problem, I want to be ready for it. And I've always been that way. And I know if you're drunk, you can't. But then you think you can. Oh, watch this. Whoops. However, there, again, the difference between a drunk and a stoner was explained to me best this way. A drunk will drive through a stop sign. A stoner will sit there and wait for it to turn green. Well, it's true. And I did it. I did. I sat there, turn green, and then all of a sudden, done. I mean, dumbass. Dumbass. Drove through like nothing happened. What am I smoking? Well, what this is a metal piece of pipe that holds a teeny tiny bit of whatever you want to smoke. We'll say tobacco, Yeah, that we will say tobacco. However, I did find out one way if you did drink and have. I don't say I don't drink. Once in a great while, every 7 or 8 years, I'll go out there. I'll have a couple drinks and realize, oh, I had too much. You know, it's cocaine straight you're up legally in your blood. Of that, you're still plastered, but your mind's got your balance and everything else, and you're good to go. Just don't drive. Then make a home, make yourself a peanut butter sandwich, watch something on TV, sit back, relax with a glass of orange juice, then just go to sleep for a while. Oregano kills. We sold some of that once. Or I didn't sell. So I knew somebody who sold some oregano once for ha-has. Person actually thought they were getting stoned. Yeah, cocaine I didn't like. I don't like cocaine either. I don't like any drugs other than pot. When I was younger, acid mushrooms once in a great while just for something different. That was okay for me. You know, had to get trained the brain, I guess. But now I'm old. May see my dentures chase me down the road. Ah, ah, they're coming. I have comebacks like that all the time. I used to love George Carlin when I was a teenager. You know, I memorized pretty much everything he said. And I was the oldest of the family, and I had impressionable brothers and sisters watching pretty much everything I do, going, "Ooh, he's gonna get it! Oh, he's gonna get." I don't believe he got away with that shit. So they're taking notes off of me. The George Carlin had a great one. I used it once. Man, was I in trouble! I got my dad beat me with a belt. By a certain point, it was like, "This is gonna hurt you more than me." Oh, you started. So, but one day I got mad. I swore he goes, "I wash your mouth out with soap and ass. Yeah, I'll blow bubbles out my fucking ass." After he picked his jaw back up and got off the floor. No, George Carlin, I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure. Oh, he might fuck suck up. No, that's not the one. The Seven Dirty Song, Seven Dirty Words franchise. There's the Hippy Dippy Weatherman. There's which song? Can you hum a few bars, Fred Chat? It'll come to me. He's probably happy he died. He's like, I'm fucking out of here. About fucking time. I did everything to fucking die. I smoked, I drank, I cursed, I raised my blood pressure every time I got on stage, and I lived forever. But I always thought cheese tits were great. Okay, who remembers what the seven dirty words are? Type it out here. I'll give you a hint. Tits was one of them. 6 to go, Nyard. How do I maintain? I don't sit here and smoke a great big one and then light up another one. It's a puff here, a puff there. I could actually probably tell you I take about 21 hits a day. If I want to party, I'll smoke a whole one. But it's expensive. It's just enough just to keep me from bouncing off the walls. I may be old, but I have always been super hyper ADD, HDD, OCD. Trump, no, Trump wasn't one of the original 7 words. Let's see, was shit, fuck, tits. Those were the first 3. Cunt, bitch. The 6th one must be, and motherfucker was the last one. Now, a musician I liked was Dr. Dirty. You should look up some of his songs. One was like, I. Your mother swims out to meet troop ships. Your sister gives heads to midgets on bar stools, they say. And your family's last name is Lipschitz. It goes on and on. I think I got a news clip of me on the news. Well, see if I can dig it up here. A little video. I just gotta find it here. No, they didn't ban me for 5 years for the verbiage. If you go watch some of the shows we had, oh my god, it was bad. We had some arbiters that was on with me, like Nacho. He came out. I'm not putting anybody down here. I didn't do this, so I'm just reporting what somebody else did. He put a picture. It was a real cute girl, but she had a birth defect. All right, and her hands basically. This is all she had. She didn't have arms. She just had hands, and they were out like this, and the caption was, "I love you this much." And we didn't get bad. No, I got. I'm still searching for that video of me on the news because I got this open. It's going to take a while for each page now to load up. Uh, Hold on, half a sec. I'm still looking. I'm looking. Oh, duh. I gotta go here. Talk amongst yourselves a minute while I do some searching here. Be way back here. It's quiet in here. I got a lot of videos here. Geez, there's a picture. There's a video of me golfing at 11. Damn it, I know it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. YNN. All right, I found it. And now I'll screen share it.
Classic set in post-World War II. Two army buddies decide to form an entertainment group. They meet a couple of girls.
Oh, jeez, it is lagging.
The Neighborhood Acting Company is the first area troop to obtain the rights to Irving
Real quick, you
Berlin's
get to see
White
me
Christmas.
dance.
The story follows the movie.
That's not me, though.
Favorites like White Christmas, I've Got My Love to Keep Me Warm, and Count Your Blessings are in there too. This group
I'm
loves
far
theater as well as supporting
right.
good cause.
White shirt.
Monies to graduating seniors in the area who are going on in the performing arts or theater-related activities. And we've given over $80,000 in scholarship monies in the past 10 to 12 years. The Neighborhood Acting Company invites you to join in the festivities tonight through
So
Sunday
that was
at
that.
Green Central
Let me
High
get my
School
headset
in
back on.
Ontario Center. Call 281-6300 for ticket information.
And stop it. I'm back. Messed up my hair. So I was in the news. I'm dancing away in the news. That's one of the groups I'm with. It's called the Neighborhood Acting Group or Neighborhood Acting Company, and we do one musical every fall. It's about in all. There's about 60 of us in the whole production, and all the money that we make goes for scholarships for schools and that in the arts. I'd kick Bow's ass. I'd kick Bow's ass in golf. Yeah, actually I still do. Again, there's tryouts, call outs for stuff. There's a bunch of stuff you do free, like the Neighborhood Acting Company. I do that for free because, well, it's fun. You get a whole bunch of people that are trying to help the community. Of course, I'm there. That's me. I'm just special that way. So, all right, you're going to see a blank screen, but I'm going to be here because I'm going over there to make a cup of coffee. It's a big cup, too. Sticking it in the microwave. It's too bad you can't see my little girl. She's sound asleep on the couch here. Should I wake her up and just bring her over so you guys could see her? Oh, that'd be mean. I'm going to do it. Hello there, sleepyhead. You want to say hi to the people? Say, oh, fix your ear. You're on camera. I know, you just woke up. You can't do anything with your ears. This is little girl. She's like, can I go back and go back to sleep? She has to be where I am at all times. Her brother, he's in bed. Oh, I like Miles' voice. He has a great way of talking, and I like the way he talks and mentions pretty much everything everybody's saying in the chat as he's doing his audits. Oh, hi, ma'am. Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Give me a second. I gotta get this from this lady. Yeah, okay. And anyhow, I gotta get this from you. And James said this, and Bob said this, and Brett said this, and can I have another one of those? Oh, no, why can't I have one of those? Are they? Do I have to pay money for that? Monies? Money? What do you mean monies? That corporate thing that means I'm indenture. I owe you. I'm going in debt giving you this. Did anybody see that for 60 cents today? I could just read their mind. Are you serious? 60 cents? You have something against money now, too? Oh my God, how do I handle this? I'm freaking out. A camera, now I got to figure out about a guy I don't understand about money. And I'm back. And yes, ladies, if you're paying attention, I'm wearing my Stewie jammies again. Almost bedtime. It's 2:30 in the morning. Now, I had a job once, a long time ago, where I was a crew chief of landscaping crews, and we went through people left to right because it was a rough job. Like it's like a cop. You could either do it or you couldn't, And one of the rules was if you wanted to be on my crew, you had to bring in a joint a day, And I had 4 guys in my crew. Otherwise, you could go study with somebody else. I'll just bring the good guys that want to give me a joint today. So, Patrick, are you trolling again? Really? All right, who has to go wee now? I have to go wee now. Can I go wee? If you guys, if I can go wee, everybody put a 1. Everybody muted me. They're just talking away, looking at me, making gestures here and laughing. That's what I was trying to ask. All right, if I could go wee, put a 1. Oh man, OC, too late. OC went wee for me. I can't go now. $42. Hut, hut, hut. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Too late. It happens when you get old. Forget. I don't have to go anymore. It's too late. OC went for me. That's it. Done. Don't have to wee. No, I don't have to pee. I just wanted to go wee. But OC took my thunder and went wee. Asshole. So I will. Let's see. Anybody else want to try to come in here again? I will put the link here again. There. Yes, but you got to remember what the question was. See, 420, 42 again. See, 42. Oh, and you wonder where 420 came from? Psst, obvious. Right in front of your nose. See, 42 O. No, take the B right out of Bell. Take the B out of Bob. You got an O. You got 42. Put O with it. You got 42 O. It's the Illuminati. I'm telling you. These are all codes that the Illuminati has just weaved into civilization that's just been passed through time that ties us all together. Yep. I don't know. I have a good bladder. I don't have to go pee. I wanted to go wee, but OC took that away from me. It was supposed to be a joke. Thank you, OC. Invictus, good evening. And how are you? Hold on a minute. Hold on. You're missing something. You have a wrench now. Oh, I lost all the girls. Invictus came. That's it. I'm done. Actually, I'm sitting here, like, yep, like this. Not like this, but like this. Hippie style. Even at my age, I'm still pliable and bendable. Well, wait a minute. I did give you a wrench. Where'd it go? Oh, do I have a limit on moderators? Because it's not there. But it says you got it. Oh, well. It don't really matter because if somebody comes in here that says something that you don't like, just block them for yourself in the chat like everybody else would do so they're not bothering you. But this way, if I have a troll in here that does something really, really, really stupid that I can record and need, it's there. Because if I don't say feed the trolls, you still ignore the trolls. But some trolls just come in threatening and menacing and everything else when they don't get attention. Those are the ones you really got to watch out for. Like when we're auditing, we're out there trying to push the buttons on some people to get the ones that can't handle it out. And it's the same thing. I don't understand why. Yeah, if I refresh, we lose the show. If my computer freezes up, the Hangout freezes up, and the stream ends, and I'd have to start it up as another whole nother stream. And that. Now the next one, guys, I'm going to do in 24 hours from now. But look in your notices on YouTube. If you click the bell, it should say right there at a certain time I will be going live. So you can pre-click on the YouTube channel to watch. And if you want, I could give the link. And everybody who wants to come in here at the same time, you're going to have to turn your YouTube off, but the chat does pop out. So you can pop the chat off, turn your YouTube off, or pause it to come in here so you don't have me. It's because there's a delay and everything goes wacko with the sound. If I yelled that out, I would wake up everybody, probably a couple neighbors. Ladybird. I know. I know, streaming. That's why you got a wrench. I don't play by their rules. If you say don't, I will. If you say do it, I'll decide if I want to or not, but it's not going to say because you told me to. If you say go ahead and do that, I'll see if I want to or not. I play by my rules. Always have, always will. Yeah, like it or not, is because you're one of us. You're one of us. You're one of us. Yeah, best of it. But again, if you have the bell rung, it'll come up in your notices on YouTube, and you just look up there. You'll see a little red thing going 1 to whatever. A notice. You click on that, and they'll open up. Say, "Oh yeah, he's coming out at a certain time." And down the road, I'm going to try to make it at least 2 days a week where we get a whole bunch of people in. And that right now, this is pretty much yeah, we're a bunch of tools. And now the good thing about letting anybody I want to come into here, if I do have a troll come in here and I kick them out of here, they can never come back in, even if they have the code. Yeah, I know. And usually I'll have it set at a certain time. It's not going to be on a Saturday, then on a Monday, then next Thursday. I'll have a just like a regular set time every day of the week or every other day of the week. Or I'll work on it. I got to figure out when most everybody is on that can hang in here and that's not out there auditing. Like the middle of the afternoon, say 5 p.m. EST. This is going to be a bad time because everybody's out there live and doing their auditing and need people to watch for their backs in case bullshit goes happening. So the best time would be looking either now or maybe even a little earlier because this is now 3 in the morning for me. I'm thinking more like 9, 10 p.m. EST, but then that would be 8 p.m. Colorado time, 6 p.m. California time, and actually you get a lot of the good auditing going on just at the sunset out there, just before 5. So I may hold out till 11 EST. I'll work it out for that. But right now I'm just holding it. I don't think I'll do this tomorrow night, but probably the night after, unless I'm really bored tomorrow night. I may do it again. But just doing it periodically right now at this time, so as many people that want to learn about the Hangout and want to get involved and get in here and have a multi-chat going, it's good to go. BGM. Okay, brain fart. BGM. I should know what that means. But beer, gum, and marijuana. Beer, glue, and marijuana. I'll shut my mouth. So that would be. Oh, blue ghost beer. Okay. Now it makes sense. Oh, I hate when they do that too. It goes me up between TAS and I know something else for TAS. I know initials for a bunch of other things. I see it in here. It's like, what the hell are they talking about? How'd they know that code? So, cheese tip. I would like to see an auditor out there by the name of Burt Bacon. Hey, what's your name? Burt Bacon or Bacon Fryer? Or the silencer. That'd be a good one. And you're not sharing, Bell? Psh, how unkind. You must be tripping. I get it. Big Nick, what's up? Re-educated. How about that? Not trained, but educated. Change it from training the police to educating the police to begin with, and then train the ones that pass the tests. No, this is not the fake news. This is what it is. So, Big Dick, what this is this is called a Hangout. It's by Google. And it's a video chat where you can get up to 12 people in here with their cams and microphones at the same time and share one chat. And in this chat, there's buttons that each individual person could click on to share files or a video they want to show and stuff like that. And basically, you get more than just one person in here live, because one person in here live, while he's reading things like this, it just gets dead like that. And it's really easy to get in here. I just sent the link out here like this. Anybody who wants to join, clicks that link, and if your computer doesn't have the hangs out, it'll download in that. And if you're on mobile, it works too, but you just have to download the app for Hangouts on your mobile. I usually don't take any drugs when I do have surgery and that. I have antibiotics. Pretty much that's it. I will get, if it's real bad, like I had a compound fracture and I had a bone came out and I had that much that had to be stitched together and it hurt to begin with. They did give me locals around where it was and that, but And originally, when it first happened, they gave me morphine shot in my hip. I sat there for an hour before they pulled my bone back in. I didn't care. I was like, oh, look at that. It's my bone. Cool. Waiting, Bison. Who are you calling Earthling? Just saying. How old am I? Well, see how many know math. I was born in 1958. I really am old. Yep. I have a little voice box in behind me that also I'll just kick in and my fake voice pops out where I sound a lot younger than that, and I have to use that when I'm doing chats like this. So yeah, here let me turn back. So yeah, that's how that works. It's just a voiceover thingy. I'm sorry, Bison. Is that why you are green with envy? Well, he's alien. He's green. Get it? Well, I sure do. Well, that's okay. Works out just right, Fresh. I just happen to like you. Oh, yep, definitely like him. Darn close to a teenager you are. He says he is 90, 974,756,464 years. However, the years on his planet is one day. He didn't tell you that part, though. He did it first. My brain automatically. Sorry, I know math. I would hope. Actually, I watched when I remember when Howie Mandel first came on the stage. Uh, I do have kids. No, I do. My last wife ran 20 years state to state to state with my daughter, hiding. Uh, she is now 30. She's been back since she was 16. She came back pregnant with her mother, and then her mother took off again. But anyhow, I have another daughter. She's a doctor. She lives down in Tennessee. See her a lot. And I have a bunch of grandkids. I almost went into how many, but then that would involve numbers. Then we're back into math, and there we go again. Oh, there is cake. We had it. All right. If you did get cake, everybody look under your seats. Everybody gets cake. Well, you said I was channeling Oprah. There you go. If the cake's not under your seat, you better talk to the exterminator. He was supposed to get rid of all those mice and rats. Oh, ass cake. It's just not the same. Well, again, it depends. If you're wearing plastic pants, you may still be okay. If you're wearing jeans, well, it's down in your jeans, and some of it may be okay. If you were not wearing anything at all, depends on who you ask if it's okay. And I don't want to know. Is that where I left it? Oh, my chat? Oh, your cake's still good. I'll eat it for you. Shit, I said that out loud. Oh, fuck. Am I blushing? Oh. How many of you are picking yourselves up off the floor right now? There was cake. It's under your seat, OC. And if it's not there, then the mouse got it. And the exterminator failed his job. I'm just going to have to talk with him, get some money back. I'm in my second childhood. I am allowed to have middle school jokes. I. Carpet people. I've seen Rugrats. Never seen carpet people. Well, at least I'm passing off as I'm in my second childhood. Who said I was human? I did not say I was human. Mm. There is an Outer Limits episode you should watch. This guy comes down, he's in a restaurant, everybody ends up getting on the bus, the bridge goes out, the other guy turns out to be an alien, haha, was going to conquer the world, but the guy that was at the restaurant that was flipping the hot dogs has this little white hat, and he picked it up, he had a third eye, and he goes, well, you didn't think there was somebody else here, did you? Gotta watch that one. I know I abridged that super much, but I don't like ice cream. I had a bad experience as a child with ice cream. I'm slowly learning to like vanillas with berries and stuff on it and whipped cream, but you start getting into flavors and that, you know. And I don't like chocolate either. Really? I got cigarettes here, but now, thanks for reminding me because I was doing good without smoking any. I don't inhale them, like I said. So, but I do taste them blow out my nose, but don't go down in my lungs. Mm. Also, I have a link down in my Facebook down below also for Facebook. So you could join a Facebook page that I call that one Bullets Bulletins. So if I find any news stories and stuff that's going on, I'm going to post them in there. And I think I got it set so that if you go in there too, that you could post newsworthy stories and that. And I'm going to try to build that up with daily infractions that we could go back on. And also, if you're in there, I think I could send you a link too if you didn't have it on your notice, but that should get it in your tube. Oh, yeah. I didn't like the 60s version of the Dark Shadows. I did like the newer version, but then started getting just like weird. But I did watch the whole thing. It started out great, but it to me. Now, the old Doctor Who's, I still watch them as all as I can. What I do now is I binge watch. I'll find something that I haven't watched many of. Again, with work and that, for us people, we were old and times changed and things changed from just regular TV to cable to some good episodes that you started on you couldn't keep up with. So there was some episodes and seasons of episodes that were 5, 6 years that I just could keep up with because I'm busy doing this, then lost this job and go doing that, or moved and I don't get the reception for that shit. So now I got to where many years ago I just said TV. I'm just not watching it. I would catch myself trying to watch something, commercial would come on before the show came back on. I'm sitting there going, now what was I watching again? What was that show? What is it that it would come out? Oh yeah, this is what I watched. Yeah, I remember I had 4. Then it became 5. We started getting some PBS channels from Canada. At first they were French, but we were getting them. Hey, look at this. We got a channel that's speaking French. I bet nobody else has a channel that's getting French. Yay. Yep, I've watched Hercule Poirot. I mother watches it all the time, and she banned me from watching them because I usually had it solved way before the end. Had the Orient Express figured out, I think, 20 minutes after the movie started. I said, man, that guy's an asshole. I wouldn't doubt if everybody in this freaking train killed him. Sure enough, they did. My mother, my sister, and my daughter, I sent them on a tour. Started out in Amsterdam on 420, and then they went to Germany, down to Italy, and then back up to Switzerland, and then back home. They went everywhere, and everywhere they were going, I was doing searches and that, and finding um, live webcams in wherever they were going, and trying to find one like at the 420 shops. Man, I had all the 420 shop webcams on. Hey, go down to this one. I can see you at this camp. I got them on Abbey Road. I got my mother, my sister, my daughter all crossing Abbey Road. I'm sure, or if you don't wear any makeup and you run right into 10,000 butterflies, they can give you a whole brand new makeup of their own because their wings are made out of powder. Well, they got powder on their wings mostly. And then just got all these bad colors everywhere. Now, my mother, she is now 80. Now, if you could imagine her getting high. I mean, she does, but she doesn't smoke. She's like me. She doesn't smoke a whole bunch and get stoned. She smokes enough just to keep her mellow because she could get addy at times. Now I wonder where I got that from. Now I know. Butterfly dust is a curse? I never heard of that. I turned my head, and wouldn't you know it, butterfly up the nose. And I was breathing in, and, ooh, and I thought I was going to die. Now, can you imagine butterfly dust in your eyeball? Oh. Oh, man. Are you sure somebody? All right, when you're getting stoned, it's burning something. When you're tripping, you're usually taking a little piece of paper. Are you sure you don't got it switched up Invictus? Nothing is worse than driving down the road on a motorcycle. I'm not talking about a gold wing or something that has a visor. I'm talking about a motorcycle, just the handlebars, the wind in your face, and go through a flock of birds. I mean, a flock of birds that, have you ever seen the clouds that move like this? They're actually birds going through this. Sometimes they come down like locusts across the road. Went right through the middle of a whole flock of those. And it's like, just as soon as I got there, they were there, and I just saw nothing but black. And my mind goes, "Oh, this is where you die." And I'm like, and I was through 'em. Not one hit me or the bike anywhere. I don't know. It was like a whole cloud went right past us. But as soon as they got to us, they just, or black y'all, it just went right around us. It never touched me. And now, if I had a GoPro, imagine what kind of a shot that would have looked like. Just boom. A bird attacks on a motorcycle. Yes. All good stuff to know. No, but I had a bumblebee do the same thing right here. And by the way, I'm allergic to bees. Oh God, that would have killed me. Because first off, wherever a bee stings me, that whole, like, if a bee stung me here, this whole arm would puff up about that big, about twice. Like, it turned into a purple version of a Hulk arm. All right. Now imagine if a purple version of a Hulk tongue coming out it should be half out my nose, stick away out here. I wouldn't be able to breathe. No, don't send me a bee. Now, again, if I got a sting on my hand, it would puff up for probably a day and a half, and then go right back down to normal, right? And this would be real sore and black and blue wherever I got it stung at, but it's not life threatening in that case. But if all of a sudden it happens there and it gets into my blood and in my throat, it starts popping blisters in that, or starts swelling up in my throat, the throat will go like this. And that's where you run into problems. That's why you have to have that ready to go. Now, I ran a painting company for 30 years. Exterior painting was our best. We did a lot of Victorian houses. And up here, we have problems with lots of bees around houses. And they would make a hole in the side of a house and live inside somebody's wall somewhere. And we'd be painting away on the outside, and that outside, I'm just here and see a bees flying in and out of the house. We tried all sorts of stuff. It depended on the house, but if it was way up high, like in a soffit, that's the overhang over your house like this, and up in there, we would try to plug the hole and then put paint over it real thick. Now, the bees, even if you plug the hole with caulk, they're just going to push their way through it eventually anyhow. So you just fill it up with paint and then caulk, then more paint on top of it. When they come through, now they're getting paint on them. And every time one teeny tiny drop of paint gets on the wings, they fall. They can't fly. So we keep on painting away. We're looking over. We see just the bees coming out. They just keep falling and falling, hundreds at a time down on the ground, just crawling around. I got working, got way over here on the other side of the house, totally forgot about them, down there. Had another guy, and he was being a total asshole all day. He just not wanting to work, whining and everything else. And I pretty much had to kick him in the ass to get him working and that. And he's being very mouthy. And he comes around his little step ladder and he's working on the ground. And he steps right in the middle of all those bees, didn't know it. And he goes up. Next thing you know, all these bees are crawling up his legs. beep, 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 up in his. They got him everywhere. He came jumping out of those bushes. His clothes are coming off right down to the underwear, and they were still there. He's reaching and trying to get all this stuff out. Oh my god, he had dots everywhere. Good night, Camisets. You own the painting company. Okay, this gets spooky franchise. No, I have not heard of the love bugs. My company was called Above Par Painting, and I work here and in Australia. All right, I'm allergic to bees, and I do exterior painting, climbing up on ladders. But I never got stung when I did my jobs. If he's just kick him anywhere, you're kicking him. And I see your point. If he's an asshole, how can he be a butt? Well, all right, I'll kick his sphincter. Good night, Ladybird. Take it easy. Thanks for coming. It's the bewitching hour. Everybody's falling asleep. Let's see, it's 3 here, so that means it is 1 in the morning in Colorado area, Central Time. Yep, y'all are going 11 o'clock in California. All right, I'll tell you what, everybody. Why don't I just close the stream down here for this? So all you that are probably going to be tuning in down the road and seeing what we were talking about tonight, or what we were bullshitting about tonight, we'll see you all later. Good night, guys. Thanks for coming. I just got to click the button. We're gone. See ya.